and second grade parents and grandparents and next door neighbors and aunts and uncles here with us today for our first assembly for our kindergarten students. They're going to present some songs to us, and then we're going to do our music list of virtues, which is my absolute favorite thing that we do here at school. And that is when your teachers have an opportunity to recognize you guys for showing good character, and we get to hear from your teachers what a great job you are doing in class. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to introduce Mrs. Tagan, who's going to tell you a little bit about their assembly today. Thank you, Mrs. Tagan.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first kindergarten assembly of the year. We are so excited to see you all and to perform for you. Today's assembly is a mixture between fall and friendship. So we'll call it Friendship in the Fall Fun. How about that? We learn a lot about the 4 seasons in kindergarten, so we have some really fun fall songs to sing for you today. The first one is called the Pumpkin Song, or Did You Ever See a Pumpkin? And the kindergartners made wonderful pumpkin props to go along with the song to share with you. The second song we're going to perform is called the Squirrel Song, and they are going to magically transform into squirrels for this song for you. After that song, we have a friendship song that I'm sure most of you know. It's called Make New Friends. And then our last song will be a leaf song. Is that the name? We call it the leaf song. I'm not quite sure what the name is. But that will end our assembly. So without further ado, we'll let the kindergartners take it away. We hope you enjoy the show. You ready, guys? We're going to do make new friends on 3.
Ready?
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how I want to be your friend.
Nice job. Now stand up. Stand up.
Now we're going to do it 2 times. No jumping.
Ready? 3.
Yep.
Ready?
Gavin Hall. Down, down, yellow and brown. Leaves are falling to the ground. Break them up and pass so high till they nearly reach the sky. Down, down, yellow and brown. Leaves are falling to the ground. Break them up and pass so high till they nearly reach the sky.
1, 2, 3.
Happy you all!
That was, whoop, you can hear me. All right, is that good? Hi, everyone. Awesome job, kindergarten. You did a great job today. Being up on stage can be a little scary, so you all did a very good job for your first time being in front of all these people, right? I have 6 friends receiving leaves today in the Forest of Virtue. And my first friend is Peter Theodoro. And my friend Peter is receiving a leaf today for responsibility and helpfulness. Are you really helpful in class? Yes, you are. Peter is a student that's learned the rules and responsibilities of kindergarten very quickly and takes them very seriously. At any given point during the day, I can always count on you, Peter, to be right where you need to be doing. You always remind me if I forget something, right? And you are super duper helpful. He will be the first one to jump up if I notice something's still out or we're picking up, or I need help at the end of the day getting things ready for tomorrow, for the next day. He is the first one to jump up and help, and we love that. I'm very lucky to have you in class because of your helpfulness and your very huge responsible behavior. I love it. Awesome job, Peter. And Dia Bob is my second friend getting leave, and you can see by this big smile, she's getting a leave today for optimism and responsibility as well, because she comes in every day and greets me with a big smile and a good morning, don't you? And no matter what I ask her to do or what we're doing throughout the day, she's super excited to do it. She loves school, she's happy to do work, she's happy to play, she smiles about everything. And even when she was a little bit nervous, right, about going to after school, she kept that big brave smile on her face, and she went and she did awesome, and she realized it wasn't so bad. So great optimistic outlook, and you are super responsible and a great role model to everybody. We love having you. Great job, Dia. This is Cameron Moran, and Cameron is getting a leaf today for kindness and caring. Are you a caring friend, Cameron? Yes, you are. Cameron is a kindergarten student with a really big heart, really big heart. He does not like to see any of his friends or classmates sad, do you? You don't, right? And if he does, he lets me know right away, or he does whatever he can to make sure that they're feeling better, don't you? Even if it means giving up something that he has to make that person feel better. And that is super, super sensitive and caring and kind to everybody in our class. And we love, love that about you, Cameron. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And then another friend, Gabby, Cataldo, who's receiving her leave today also for kindness and for friendship. Gabby has shown so much kindness to all her classmates, everybody, right? She includes anyone in any game or thing she's doing, right? We had a new friend in our class just about a month ago, and Gabby was super nice to this new friend, and not only nice, but included her, played with her, and just really made her feel welcome. And that was really awesome, and I just noticed that about you, Gabby. You just make everyone feel welcome, and you're just kind, and you're just a good friend to everybody, and we love that about you. Great job. We love having you in class. This is my friend Mason Erdman, and Mason is receiving his leave for good manners and self-control. Because Mason is a student who's always in control during the day, aren't you? You're sitting with your hands in your lap, crisscross, whenever it's time to listen, right? And whenever he talks to anybody in our class, he uses the kindest voice and the best manners, always with a please, always with a thank you. Just a real cheerful, great way about you, and we love that about you. People want to be around you because you're so pleasant to be around. You're just kind and use all those wonderful, good magic words, right, that we learned about? And that's awesome, Mason. We love having you. Good job. Now I have my friend Andrew Theodore, and Andrew is getting a leave today for kindness and optimism. He's also very optimistic, like my other friend Dia. He comes in cheerful about school every day. He just smiles all the time, don't you? Yeah? So don't try to hide that smile. He has a great attitude about school. He loves learning, and that's so awesome. He just wants to be here and do whatever we're doing. And he's also an extremely kind friend to all of his classmates. Also with our new student, Andrew went out of his way to show our friend in PE some of the ropes, didn't you? You helped out Coach Simpson, right? And you really did a great job with that. And that is just such an awesome quality to be able to show new friends what we do and make them feel welcome and part of the group, right? And I just think you are just, I can count on you to help with others and be kind to everybody. So awesome job. We love having you.
All right. I have 5 friends from room 7 receiving their leaves today. This is my friend Mason. And Mason not only is receiving his leave today, but he's also Super Kid this week. So this is a really special week for Mason, isn't it, Mason? Mason is receiving his leave for making wise choices and for respect. Mason is someone I notice always trying to make the right choice. You always make good choices. You always try your best. Not only with following the rules and listening, but also with his interactions with his friends and his teachers. He's always thinking about what he's saying before he says it and thinking about what he's doing, which is really hard in kindergarten. He knows when it's time to be silly, because we like to be silly in kindergarten, don't we? Yeah. And then when it's time that we have to kind of pull it back together and do our work. So I'm very proud of you, Mason, because you're always working really hard to make good choices, and you're also a very respectful friend to everyone in our class. We love having you, my friend. Keep up the great work. We're a little nervous to be on stage. Let me see those smiles. There we go. This is my friend Charlotte. Charlotte is receiving her leave today for friendship. Charlotte is a wonderful friend to everyone in our class. Isn't she, my room 7 friend? Yeah. She is. She has such a compassionate kindness about her that is amazing for someone so small. Did you know that, Charlotte? Your heart is so big and such a small little person. You are always, always, always thinking of others. No matter if someone's upset and you want to make them feel better, or if someone needs something, you're always right there to help out. You're a very, very, very kind friend to everyone, and I absolutely love, love, love that about you. So keep that up. Nice job, my friend. This is my friend Preston. Preston is receiving his leave today for temperance, which we haven't talked a lot about in kindergarten. That's a big word. Do you know what that means? No. It means that you are a friend who's always showing self-control. So I gave you your leave for 3 different things under temperance: self-control, patience, and good manners. Because you are someone who's a very patient student. You don't rush through your work, you take your time, you're careful, you want to make sure that your work is done to the very best of your abilities, which is a great way to be. You show very nice self-control, which can be tricky sometimes in kindergarten, right? But you do your best to always show that self-control, and you have great manners, which I love, right? What do I always say? I'm always saying, don't forget to say please. What do you say? Oh, thank you. But I don't have to really remind Preston because he always remembers those great manners. So Preston, nice job. We love having you in our class. Keep up the great work. This is my friend Lauren, and Lauren is also receiving her leave today for friendship and also for patience. So 2 different things. Lauren is another friend who just has a huge, compassionate heart. And something that I've noticed about Lauren, and so have the other teachers in our class, is that she always wants everyone to feel included. Don't you, Lauren? So no matter what she's doing, if she sees someone who's not playing with anybody, she'll say, come play with me, or come sit with me, I'll read a book to you. And she just does it from the kindness of her heart. She wants everyone to feel special. She wants everyone to feel happy at school. And she just has such a gentle, kind, sweet nature about her that just draws people to her. And she's also a very patient student, which Mrs. Taken loves, because sometimes I have to get things ready, and I'm asking you guys to be patient. That's really hard, isn't it? Sometimes to be patient in kindergarten. And you're doing a great job, my friend. Keep up the great work. And last but definitely not least is my friend Andrew Newman. And he is receiving his leave for fortitude. But before I talk about that, I have a little story that just shows Andrew's character. Yesterday on the playground, what did you find, Andrew? Do you remember? What did you find on the ground? Do you remember? You found not even $5, $10. 2 $5 bills on the playground. And Andrew didn't even think to just take it or to ask if he could have it. He came right up to me and said, "Look what I found, Mrs. Taken. I don't know whose it is, but they're going to be missing this money." And he was very concerned about that. And there was just never a thought for him to take it for himself or to even want it. He wanted to make sure that the person who lost it got it back, didn't you? And that just shows what an honest, wonderful friend you are. But you are receiving your leave for fortitude because, Andrew, I have noticed from the very first day of school that you are a very hard worker. Do you know that? Do we do a lot of writing in kindergarten? Is it hard? Yeah, it's a little bit hard. We do a lot of writing. But, Andrew, you never give up. You always try your best. And because of that, what's happening with your writing? It's getting better and better and better. Just this morning we did some writing, and I looked at Andrew's writing that he did all by himself, and I was amazed because your writing was so good because you have been working so, so hard. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Mrs. Denny?
Okay, good morning from kindergarten. That was a wonderful assembly. Nice job. So I'm Mrs. Setti, and I have 2 first graders who are receiving leaves today. I had 4, but now I have 2. So next time. So my first friend is Shrihan, and this is Shrihan Jairam. He is new to our school this year, right? Yep, and he is receiving a leaf for kindness because Shrihan is very kind with his words and his actions. Shrihan always has really nice things, don't you, Shrihan?
Yeah.
Like you say, Mrs. Setti, I love your classroom, right? And I love first grade.
Yeah.
Yes. So Shrihan is always giving compliments to our class, to Mrs. Setti, to all of his classmates. And I'm very proud of him for always using his kind words and kind actions with all of his friends. Awesome job, Shrihan. And this is my friend Claire. And Claire is also is the student of the week this week. So that's special for Claire. She's got 2 things. She's getting her leaf and she's student of the week. Claire is getting her leaf for justice because Claire is kind and generous. Claire is very independent. She always helps us in our classroom. She helps us clean up our classroom all the time. She pushes in chairs. She takes care of herself. She helps take care of other friends. And she always volunteers to help if anyone needs anything. She's a great student in first grade. We love having you. Awesome job, Claire.
Okay, I have 4 friends receiving their leaves today. Could I please have Finn, Liam, Olivia, and Emerson? Did you know you were getting your leave today? Did anybody know you were getting your leave today? Kindergarten, that was awesome. The first kindergarten assembly is my favorite one of the entire year. You guys did a fantastic job. All right, so I am going to give 4 leaves today. My first friend receiving his leave today is Finn. And I nominated Finn for a leaf in the Forest of Virtue for friendship and for optimism. Remember what optimism is? Why do you think I nominated you for optimism? How do you usually look at things? In a good way or not so good way? Yeah, on the bright side. Finn is so kind, he's so easygoing, he has a great attitude when it comes to everything, and he has a lot of patience. He's almost always offering ways to problem solve, whether it's for the whole class or just a few friends or just himself. And he has great ideas that benefit everybody. He takes others' strengths and feelings into consideration, and he'll notice somebody doing something and call them on it, and when it's a good thing, it's really nice. He's a perfect example of someone who's always looking on the bright side and trying to get others to do the same as well. Finn is kind to, see what that says? Everyone. Recently saw him respond to a classmate in a way that was so unbelievably kind, polite, very, very mature, and he had no idea that I overheard him, but which makes it even more amazing that he did that. And it was somebody didn't use such a great tone with him, and his response was just so amazing and fantastic. I'm so proud. I am nominating Liam today for also optimism, because that smile is always looking on the bright side, and also for kindness. Are you a very kind person? Yes, Liam is a very kind person. He is so sweet. He's got a great sense of humor and a fantastic attitude. He almost always has a smile on his face, just like this. He's always polite. Whenever he comes up to a teacher or somebody's talking, he'll always say, "Excuse me," first if he needs to ask something. He always wants to please his teachers, and he asks awesome questions when he needs help or isn't sure about something. And I don't know how you know how to always ask the right questions, Liam, but you do. He's also very thoughtful and worries about others' well-being. He tries to suggest ways to help others or to make them feel better, and it's always very genuine and from the heart. Nice job, Liam. Olivia, I know there's some people here to see Olivia today, and she was wondering, why are they here, right? And I just said that they wanted to see the cute kindergartners present. So Olivia is receiving her leave today for patience and for kindness. Olivia is a sweet, amazing little girl. When she was just out sick a couple weeks ago for a few days, it felt like we were missing a ray of sunshine in our classroom. It really did. She's happy, she's friendly, she's enthusiastic, she's kind to everybody. She always wants to do the right thing, and she is so patient with her peers and her teachers. And I think last year, I think I gave your sister something kind of similar, because always wanting to do the right thing, just like your sister, right? Others look to her to see what they should be doing, and with very good reason. Her manners are fantastic, and I've never heard anything negative or mean come out of her mouth ever. She's so friendly, and she's so loved and appreciated in our classroom every day. Emerson is here. She also got to watch her sister perform this morning. That was awesome, right? And I'm giving Emerson her leave today for patience and for respect. Okay? So Emerson's very kind. She shows the utmost respect for her teachers and peers. So one of the things that show that you're respectful is that you're listening when others are talking, right? That's a way to show respect. Another way to show respect is letting somebody get in front of her in line if they need to. So she shows those things in the classroom every day. Her level of patience is unbelievable. She's never rushing to be the first one to do something, and I never have to remind Emerson to wait her turn. Even when she's waiting and waiting, like the other day, to be called on to say something during lessons, she always waits patiently, and she never gets frustrated about how long she has to wait. She's a great role model for friends who want to rush to be first all the time. And it was a perfect example. We were talking about patience the other day, and Emerson had her hand up for the longest time, I think she felt like. And when she finally raised her hand, I said, how do you show patience? She said, by waiting and raising my hand. And she had just done the exact thing, so it was awesome. Nice job.
That's all right.
Good morning, everybody. Great job, kindergarten. You looked awesome up there. I have 3 friends getting leaves today. Like Mrs. Setti, I had 5, and now I have 3. All right, they're fabulous friends. My first friend is Gabby, and I think there was another Gabby in kindergarten who got their leave because they made people feel so welcome and were so kind. And it must be something with the name because that is why Gabby's getting her leave today. Do you know what that says? Justice and respect for others. So Gabby has been such an amazing friend for new friends in our classroom. I had a friend who was feeling a little sad, and Gabby is the first to put her arm around somebody and sort of teach them the ropes at school. It always feels really good, I think, when you're unsure of a new place and kind of nervous about what to do, to have someone who's going to take your hand and show you what to do, and Gabby has been that friend in our classroom, would you say? I'm almost getting a little teary. It's been so, so nice. Gabby's kind of our mother hen in our classroom, too. She's always looking out for friends who dropped something or didn't put their lunch box away or something like that. And so Gabby is always looking out for others. So thank you for being such a great part of our class. And this is my friend Monica McIntyre. And Monica is new this year, and she is getting her leave for temperance for... I would think Monica had been in our school since kindergarten. Monica knows what the routines are right away. She always has her hands up if I'm ready for the class to turn their voices off. She is setting an example all the time. And she started setting an example like the first day of school. If someone didn't tell me that Monica was brand new, I would have thought she'd been here forever. She sets a fantastic example for everybody in our classroom, and if you're looking at Monica, then you're going to know the right thing to do. We are so lucky to have such a great example in our class and our school. And last is my buddy Matt Theodoro. Like his brothers, he's another amazing, amazing friend. It's a big day in the Theodoro house, I think. So Matt is getting his leave for fortitude, for perseverance. Do you know what that means? It means sticking with something when things get tough. And I have to tell you a little story. A few weeks ago, we were doing math, and we were doing some really hard word problems. And I saw Matt talking to his friend next door to him, and I kind of walked over to him to be like a teacher and be like, guys, come on, we need to stop talking. But I'm so glad I stopped for a second to listen to what my friends were saying, because he was explaining to his friend how he solved this really hard math problem. And they were having this amazing conversation, which is like every teacher's dream, that friends are having amazing math conversations. So Matt has a natural gift to really stick with things when they get tough, figure them out, and he's very confident in his work, and he works really hard to justify his answers and prove all his answers are right. So keep up the great work.
All right, I'm Mrs. Weedman. Awesome job, kindergartners. Everyone is doing a really great job. Everyone right now deserves a leaf for patience. And you're lucky because Mrs. Weedman is lickety-split. So I will be quick, okay? You ready? Who do I have first? Line, move down so we can all be seen, our beautiful faces. Okay, here is my sweet friend, Megan Markarian. And Megan, you are receiving a leaf for prudence. Do you remember what prudence is? Using your head. Megan is a fantastic student, a kind friend, and a solid role model. You're always doing the right thing, my friend. I can always look to you to be the great role model in the class. We love having you in the class. You exhibit positive behavior all the time, and I'm so lucky to have you in our class, and we all love you. Nice job, Megan. All right. Here is my next friend, Aiden Chu. And Aiden with an E, because we have two Aidens, one spelled A-I-D-A-N, one spelled A-I-D-E-N. This is Aiden with an E. He is receiving a leaf for...
Kindness, and I got that last year.
Kindness, and you got that last year? Well, do you see a pattern here? I am not surprised. You are happy, energetic, and extremely kind. And I have in here a little story about our conversation about Cub Scouts when we had lunch in the classroom, and you were telling me how you need to be kind and include everyone and have nice words for people, and you learned all that in Cub Scouts, right? And I think you have a lot of that in you anyways. So keep up the good work. We love having you in class, buddy. You're a great kid. And here is my friend Dilpreet Gill, and I think he knew he was getting a leaf because he's got these nice duds on and it's PE day, so I think he knew. You are receiving a leaf for, do you know what that says? Humbleness. Do you know what humbleness is? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It means you never brag. You keep it together, you don't brag, even though you do great things all the time, because you do, you never brag about it. You are very humble. You're a great role model, my friend. Did you receive a drawing last assembly? You got your name picked out and you got to take home a picture. Who was that? Captain of America. You won Captain of America. Did you show off with it? Oh, I won Captain of America. Did you do that? No way. Did you share it with everyone? Let everybody check it out? Because you're very humble and kind, and we love that about you. You're a great, great role model, my friend. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Dill. And last but not least is our friend Alina Nadeau, and she is new to the school this year, and she is getting a leaf for fortitude. Do you remember what fortitude is? Inside, yeah, strong, inner strength. And it says here that I'm sure it's not easy being the new kid in our second grade classroom, but you come in, you have a positive attitude, you've made friends like that. Do you have like 1 million friends now? Yeah. Would anybody think that she was new to the school in our class? No, it seems like she's been here for 10 years. Because she's an easygoing kid and she has a lot of fortitude, a lot of strength in there to carry herself. And we love that about you, my friend. So keep up the good work, Alina. Thank you.